Chairman, what is happening in your market? I says, I don't know. In fact, because of that, I'm heading to Ivy Road now. I took Okada. When I got to Zenith Bank, it was like a war zone. People were running helter-skelter. Where they are running this way, I was coming this way. They said, Chairman, where are you heading to? This thing is happening in your unit. I said, it doesn't matter. My people are there. Let us all go there and die together. If you hear the sound of God, you say, what is happening? When I got there, before I got to this roundabout, I met DPO, police post, DPO Solo, Lawson, and one man we call Bakassi, SP. We jumped there, all of us began to proceed to the market. Along the line, we met President, and they jumped together. Because of curiosity, I have to rush down to my market to know extent of damage, because I've heard that more than 2-3 people have dropped with bullet shots. When I got there, the majority of them have been taken to hospital. I could not see any of them. I addressed my marketers. After addressing them, I had a call that the people that shot them has been apprehended somewhere in Toyota through the help of NAFRIC, the Army Resettlement Center here. They said we should come down to that side. As I was going, I met Mr. President also going to that direction. We met at Toyota. But what I'm telling you, my own side of the story, the way I see it. When I got to Toyota, all of us, they begin to ask us questions. They were trying to compromise what happened. We are talking about human life, and you are telling me that my people attack army. Attack army with what type of weapon? We are bloody civilians. We deal on motor pass. How do we attack you? We are talking about somebody that left his home this morning by 8 o'clock, only to come down here by 10 o'clock. He's dead. If it's your brother, if it's your husband, what will you tell us? What are we talking about here? When I look up, I saw inside their vehicle, they're still holding 2 of our men hostage. I said, for what? I ran mad. I said, why must you? Okay, after killing, you want to take some of us back. Is this place Sabisa Forest? What is going on in that LADIPO? Barely 3-4 days ago, we experienced serious fire disaster that claimed billions of naira. Today, we are talking about lives being lost. Where are we heading to? Wherever you both are, you attack us. Why? That was when they begin to subpoena. Another guy came from Air Force, Air Command, somewhere in the Kenya. He now demanded that I should come with Mr. President to his office. It's okay. We joined them in their vehicle. We went there. On getting there, with few of our people, he requested we come to his private office, which we did. On getting there, we drop our phones and normal protocols. Then we begin to talk. I discovered that he's taking side. He was telling me their people are trained people. They don't attack people. Maybe our boys are funny. That was why they now begin to release bullets. Something must have persuaded them. And he's telling me that instead of any of the boys to lose their gun or anything funny, that they are permitted to shoot. I say, you are permitted to shoot and shoot animals? Are you shooting fowls? You have just said so. Then I'm the chairman of that market. I will tell you that you can even shoot me here in your office. My people's blood cannot go that way. We must get to the root of this issue. At a point, Mr. President, I told him, you are taking this personal. You are taking it personal. I'm not more comfortable with the way you are going about this issue. Let us invite independent people to come and investigate this matter. And let us get the truth. You interviewed their men. I was here. President was there. You interviewed their men in your own way. We saw all the blunders they committed. And you are telling me that they are right. We are not judged in this matter. Judges will come into this matter. And he took a lot of our time. Because I know he also had distress calls from different quarters. When he came in, I said, President, our foes that are not here is not comfortable by us. We should remember, we are leaders of this market. People may be trying to get across to us. And there's nothing more or less than that. People want to get across to us. Even our families might be panicking if we are dead. Or where even the people who came to that barrack street don't even know our whereabouts. President, let us do and leave this place. I'm not more comfortable here. When he came, he voiced out immediately that we are not comfortable, we want to leave. He said very soon, I'm not okay. Immediately he comes in, we now the first start to sit down, that we are leaving. We went and collected our phone. When I came, I saw more than close to 40 missed calls. Same thing we said, including him. Actually, he used that vehicle to bring us back here. But you know what pissed me off? This morning, we wake up with different type of funny news. Majority for LADIPO. Few of them that have gotten one experience or the other against LADIPO. Where do you get your reports? We don't know. Because I know very, very well that this is happening in my unit. We have not interviewed anybody from my unit. Neither have you spoken with anybody from LASEC. So where is the report coming from? That was why I deemed it necessary for us to convey this type of gathering, so that we will tell the press, we will tell the world exactly what is going on. But I want us to know that when talking about act of terrorism, this is a they are terrorists. Because they came here with Fulani people. They were speaking Hausa. They're going to waste our lives. It's still becoming. I will stop here so that I will give chance to other people. But meanwhile, I have one or two persons that is from my unit that was there. Eyewitness of detailed information of all that happened yesterday. I came here with one of them. I was going to talk with you so that you know exactly. I know very well that money collected from gate is not the problem. Nobody asks them for money. When our army people come, we don't collect money from army, police, and navy. All the three armed forces, we don't collect money from them. It is our law. Even the vehicles, we don't collect money. We never collected 1 naira from anybody. This was a transaction that was did about January this year. Kickstarter that is not more than 3,000-4,000.
So, sir, make it easy for us. Tell us what happened. You won't talk about Kickstarter. We don't even know anything about Kickstarter. So tell us like we don't know. Exactly, like we don't know.
What we add was that we was the genesis of this issue.
Good, like we don't know.
You know, now we actually like you rightly said, we are here to hear from the horse's mouth. Now, what we had was that it was a toll issue that they wanted to collect money from the operatives that came into the market to buy goods. Now, what you are telling us now that it happens last year. Now, what you tell us now is just tell us how it happens from last year to what happens yesterday. Now, and the issue of the starter, we don't know what starter is. Tell us everything you know about this issue.
Thank you very much. What I will tell you, it's indirect speech. Not that I'm not an eyewitness, but as the chairman, I will speak what I hear and what I know.
I'm sorry,
Sir,
Chairman,
we would prefer an eyewitness.
Is Uchenna around?
Yes, Chairman.
Uchenna, the man that dead the army guy, the customer, because I was on ground yesterday, and my report, I had key starter because I was told that. So, but is Uchenna around? Uchenna would be the best person to tell us. Uchenna, known as Chisco, is he around?
Sorry, Solomon, who is Uchenna or Chisco? That's nothing like that. That's nothing like that.
What is trying to say is that if there's an eyewitness,
I said yes. Please come over this way. Yes.
even if it's speaking, it's just
No, he speaks very well.
My name is Mr. Ajuchu Ezanya. Mr. Ajuchu Ezanya.
Go ahead, sir.
So yesterday, the time is 11:45. To be precise, understand what I mean? So I came to the first office to charge food. Then I met with the BCC. They were talking to one soldier. The man was wearing jeans and camouflage, long sleeve, and putting sweater. He was discussing about the fault he involved the other day with taxes. Little time I was there. When one guy came in, he was wearing white shorts and long sleeve. He came, please, excuse me, sir, I have a complaint. He said, okay, wait. I talk to this way. When I finish with him, then I can attend to you. So he said, no, I'm talking to you, then you are discussing with another person in front of that soldier. So that soldier look at him and keep quiet. I was still talking with the PCC chairman. I mean, Public Complaint Committee chairman. So they are discussing and he said, can't you hear me? There's altercation there. Two of them, we started saying, you bloody simply, I'm talking to you. Why he's been moved? Everybody look, that's what it meant. We don't understand him. He said, please, can you go outside? He went outside and was just shouting. Little time said, I'm going to show you who I am. And he came with one guy that's wearing bag at his back, a civilian. So when they are going out, then one Mr. Solomon rushed to him, said, please calm down, what's your problem? That's where the man opened up and said, the father of this guy here sent me to help him retrieve some goods there. Kick starter. That's why he calls his friend. The guy was telling him, leave him there. Then two of them went. Then I went back to the office and asked the PC chairman, what is the problem between you and that man that left? He said, this is exactly. Even the army man that was attending to testified to me. He said they are coming back. So I'm not going to go anywhere. As an editor, I stay in the market. Let me stay nearby and watch events where we're going to come back again to cap the situation. Within 10 minutes, he lost with speed. He said, no, we want to keep every place just be under search. Totally. The other guy was, you bloody Biafrans or what? I don't believe in fucking sentiments, but I know they are useless bizagas. I want to get this in shreds. Someone telling you it's toast, it's rubbish. There's nothing like that because you come to complain. We never even know the reason why you come to the market. This has been the order of the day. A mechanic will come, I hire him outside. How much I'm going to pay? Somebody will be outside. As a Major General Yakubu from Abuja. If you don't change the engine, I close the market. This threat is too much for us to bear on a daily basis. Then I want to ascertain what prompts you to come with this guy. We have not discussed to know that we have not certified you. Immediately, I was just begging them. They brought gun and start shooting. I beg. I hold the guy. Please, the casualty will be much. People are too much. This is why people start running and defending themselves and throwing stone. When you are throwing stone, I'm the only person in the buffer zone between the army, Air Force guys, and the traders. The only person. Everybody run. Whenever they run, I just kneeling down. Please go back. When this guy the driver was having gun by his side. Then he shoot. The guy, they must red shorts and white shirts. Go and grab the gun. I will tell you who shoot who. The guy that died here, I know the person that shot him dead. The guy that shot inside, I know the person that shot him dead. So the guy kneeled down. So there's nothing like straight bullets. He's aiming at. Then he knelt down. Wearing white. By the side, if you're entering this gate now, I shot that guy at the stomach, one the buttocks, one the leg.
3 times.
The guy, they carried him up. So when I was helping the soldier, because I wanted to leave the market immediately, I entered that their helos. I helped them to jack it up. Then I brought out the rim that was holding the vehicle. So the guy was reversing. Then I brought out the front chair that was in the front. It was very so wrong when they are coming out. I run outside Tinubu block and they carried that guy that shot. When I was running, the same young guy is a Fulani guy or Elsa guy. He just ran again. When I was carrying that guy to all the taxi people deserted me. Blood was all over my body. He said, drop that idiot, let me just finish him there. Then he pointed gun at me, direct in my heart. Just like this, that if I move or say anything, that's enough of me. He was going to waste me here and nothing will happen. I said, my son, look at me. Even my last pump. I went to NTA 83. I was dropped. By then, your mother had not been born before. Don't take anybody seen here for granted. He said, if I said anything, I said, you're going to shoot me for anything. Then the guy is the person that collected that rifle from the one wearing white and shot this man here. It's when he finished with me, coming back, then he shot that guy that died here immediately. Then he went to the market. By that time, people around inside their shops. What they did, they go out and mobilize and carry sticks and hitting people's heads, breaking people's heads. I was shouting. I called that yellow one. Say, I begged you. I knelt down and begged you. Please, casualty, leave this market. This is mountain of 2005. That cost life, man. What you people want? Now, I was so astonished this morning when I read some trash and stupid thing somebody can put up. When we're talking about life.
So let's be careful of the words. Now, about the people that were shot and the people that died, how many were shot? How many died?
Good and fine. We are not praying for more casualties or more people to die. There are some people that are in the hospital. They are going to that place to ascertain their condition. Some people are still in coma.
How many?
I don't know how many.
We were coming. I was coming with you from Lagos. We saw 3. We stayed 3 in the hospital at Lodge now.
Sorry, dead?
No, alive.
3 are alive.
3 alive. He led to severe wounds. One of them is just coming out from theater. Major operation. Yes. And yesterday evening, while we came back from Ikeja, they brought one corpse here in LADIPO. That one wanted to trigger another casualties, but the president went and address our boys. All of them left. So that is the one. I don't know if there's any casualty at Solo General Hospital. That we are not yet sure.
That was the one that died on General Hospital that was later taken.
Okay.
So, Mr. President, now,
In total, how many people died?
What died? There are one. I know of one.
Yes.
Yes.
So the market was confirmed.
okay, Mr. President,
Somebody.
what is the next line of action?
Just no. My name is Daniel. As at 8 p.m. years ago, investigation revealed that 2 cops were dropped at the army barracks in Africa. How true is this?
You say you are good?
My
From
name is
Guardian.
From Nigeria.
As at 8 p.m. yesterday, investigation revealed that 2 dead bodies were dropped out.
It was a false information.
Have you confirmed that? That's why we are here. Our own is to confirm. So these are your people. And you mentioned that one person, so far, one dead has been recorded.
Then the president will round up. Well, my name is Obi Oraume. I'm a legal practitioner, right to the association. I'll start by saying that what happened yesterday is not the beginning of the intimidations, the harassments from the military in the market. I recall 2 years ago, I came to the market and there were 2 army men. They came in uniform. And one of them said that he bought an engine he used for 8 months. And that the engine had started smoking, that he wanted a replacement. And that because the person who sold the engine refused to replace it for him, he wanted to arrest him and take him to the barracks by force. Fortunately, I was around. I said you were not going to take him anywhere. Because number one, what you bought was not a brand new engine. You bought a fairly used engine. And normally, if you have used engine for 8 months and it starts smoking, then it's either you buy another one or go and repair it. You can't come because you're an army officer and beat this guy, take him to a barracks. So that day the chairman was around, some other executives, and we insisted. It took several hours. Finally, they left, and then subsequently they came back in larger number. But at the end of the day, some senior officers in the military got to know about it and the matter was resolved. That was not all. There was another incident. So this thing has been recurring over time. And then what we then decided was that the association decided to put up a very big signboard, visible to everybody. If you go outside there, you will see it. And what is contained in it is a public notice. A public notice is a notice to the whole world that whatever you bought as fairly used, that there is no guarantee that you are going to return it after some time. Before you take it away, it must be tested. And once it's tested and it's working, you go with it, you take it, and that is the way it is. So now, coming to what happened yesterday. Yesterday, there was a matter that concerned the association. I was in court. It was after the court, I was surprised no single person came from the association. I now called the chairman. He told me that there was an incident that some army came and opened fire. I said, how did it happen? That was when I knew that because of Kickstarter that one army man bought about 6-7 months ago, suddenly the thing stopped working. He now came to the market to insist, as they usually do, for a replacement. And at the end of the day, matter was resolved. Then after it was resolved, between him and the trader, I was still not fully satisfied. He now went to the task force office. At the task force office, you have the PCC chairman, Public Complaint Committee chairman, Mr. Omunna Obi, and he was already attending to some people. So they told him to hold on. He was not ready to wait. And in that case, I need to remind you that he did not come in the army uniform. There were two of them. They came in mufti. And he felt that because he's an officer, even though there's nothing on the face of it apparently to show that this man is an officer, that he must be attended to first. So they pleaded with him, please, be patient. He refused. So one of them now told him, Oga, please, can you give us chance? He took offense. He went and they came back with open mesa and wanted to finish the traders. Because, number one, if you are firing arms, you are shooting gun, not up, but aiming at people, what you tend to do is to kill. And the law says that you bear the consequences of your actions. So somebody that is aiming at people and shooting indiscriminately wanted to kill. The question is, why do they want to kill? Kill innocent, unarmed civilians. Why? Was there any threat? Well, there was no threat. Was there? Can we even say in widest imagination that was they were shooting as a result of defense, self-defense? Nothing like that. At the time the two of them left the market, there was no problem. Only to go back and unleash mayhem on the traders. Now it is enough. We are not going to allow this matter to lie low. For now, nobody can say precisely the number of people that have died. Sure. Because we don't know. The market is such a big place that when the shooting started, people were running helter-skelter. And the market has been shut down by the association, at least to get to the root of this matter. So it's at the end of the day we find out how many people actually died. But at least we know that yesterday, some people brought corpse of one young man aged about 28 years that died. We are hearing that some other people may have died. We don't know. But the issue is that at the end of the day, we're going to send a petition to the Inspector of Police on this matter. We're also going to send one to the Chief of Army Staff on this matter. We're equally going to send one to the Governor of the state and the Commissioner for Police on this matter. Let the whole world know that it is wrong for somebody, because you are an army man, you are army, you are paid from the tax paid by the civilians, the masses, the gun you have is not your personal gun. You are using to kill people in something that has to do with contracts. Because buying and selling is contractual. It's purely contractual. Not so that is the problem that is at hand. It has been on for, but this is the time that a life has been lost. And we see it as murder.
Okay,
It's murder.
let's hear from the president so that we can wrap up this session.
Please, they are men of the Air Force, not Army. Let's not misplace the Air Force personnel.
Air Force.
That's Air Force.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said before, my name is Mr. Chicken. Sorry, the general in LADIPO market. It's quite unfortunate. The incident that happened yesterday in LADIPO market. We have been facing series of problems with soldiers. And I believe this is the time we are going to stop it. I believe by the grace of God, time will come when we decide in LADIPO market not to sell any motorsport parts to any soldier. It's getting out of hand, taking laws into their hands. And we're here talking about Kickstarter, worth of how much? 3,500. And somebody is dead, which you don't know how many people that died. So many are still in the hospital. We are going to take this matter to the highest authority to make sure we get judgment. Thank you very much.
So since yesterday, have you heard from I learned you went in the army. Have you heard from them? There been any conversation, any exchange between you and them?
Yesterday we went to their office. You know, as a soldier, they are trying to protect their boys. But wish we told them that we are leaving their office to go and make report to the necessary place that we're supposed to do. As of that yesterday, we air our own view to them. It's quite unfortunate that soldiers will come inside the market and started shooting trailers direct as if they are animals. The intimidation in their office was so much to us, and we left. That's all. But this morning, one of their commander called me that he would like to have a meeting with our executives. But due to the situation of the market today, we decided to shut down, to show the world, to show the Nigerians what happened in LADIPO market, to solidarize with the person that died. That's the reason why our market was shut down today. That's the reason why we will not be able to have time to go and meet the Air Force commander. I invited us. Thank you.
I don't know if you are demanding for any damage. Are you making
As of now, not yet. We are demanding for justice.
How many days will the market be?
I cannot say anything for now.
Okay. We know, let's put this in Naira points. LADIPO is a big market with high economic value. Between yesterday that this incident happened and last Saturday, can you relatively put some figure what the market was doing?
Thank you very much, my brother. Like the question you just asked, LADIPO market is the biggest automobile market in the whole West Africa, not in Nigeria. But as of now, we are not talking about how much we lost.
We're talking about life.
Talking about
Second question, sir. Also, our preliminary investigations
following what the learned person here said, there is been issues between the military, if they come to market to buy goods, and also give the money to our change, and even after the use. Let me use myself being very conversant with the market. Now, between the person, because I know that if you buy something, whether it is over or new one, sometimes it may be to have a leverage, some dealers, traders, give guarantee to what you buy. The warranty. There's sometimes the guarantee and warranty.
Yes.
And then, now, because there, at any point where that dealer had this agreement, because he said that business or trading is a contractual agreement. I'm doing your word now.
Yes.
Like a contractual agreement. Was there any relationship, that contractual agreement between them, that if it gets spoiled, you can return this, and what was the period? If the person is there, you can tell us, so that we put things in perspective. That is one. Two, there are also incidences where even the computers of companies, they are taking out of some persons within the market, quote unquote, some persons within the market, that the brigandage is usually uncalled for. And sometimes when they come to market, they are being ruffled and all of that. Now, this issue, investigation revealed that when you went to the PCC office and you tried to make logical that one of the persons of the task force, we were not there, but our underground investigation gave us this. He was slapped. How true is this? And it was when he was slapped, he had to turn, then he put the call across to his office, and they reinforced and came back. That was when they came. Also, investigation revealed that they were chased or they were pelted with bottles, and in the process, one of the bottles and give one of the soldiers that he did, and there was blood spilled. On that process, he saw the blood. He was aggrieved or angered, and then he opened fire.
Thank you very much for your question. LADIPO market is a very big market. We have like 46 units chairman, which the incident that happened yesterday was at Agui Uruansi market. So the chairman of Agui Uruansi market is here to answer that question.
Thank you. Your first question. In our notice board, we gave warranty of 1 week. When you buy under 1 week, we give you warranty. There are differences between guarantee and warranty. Traders will take care of it. We make sure that it works. That is warranty. I cannot give you guarantee because I'm not the producer. So we give 1 week warranty. And once it is 1 week, you bring it back. You find it difficult to collect your money. That is where it looks as if you are hostile. Where we buy, we don't have any parameter. We used to know if that engine or that item is okay or not. We incur a lot of loss, we that sells this engine to the end user. We, the executives here, we have our own vehicles. We also experience what you people are experiencing. I can buy an item and it doesn't work. I bring it to you. He said, Chairman, go now after you come. When I go there once, twice, when I feel bored, maybe now you go later bring my money back to me or you give me exactly what I want. This is Tukumbo business we are doing. Fairly used. What the problem before this, we both said and give us, what the problem is, we don't know. The second question. Remind me what you asked. Say, they slapped the man. I think I also have an eyewitness, as I told you. Because if I give you the information, it will look as if maybe I'm trying to jump gun. Please, Mr. Doko, did anybody slap anybody yesterday?
That man is so good. So the Constitutional Authority or Public Complaint Committee was shouting. And had it been, I know the number of that soldier they are attending to. And I called him, he was there. There was a tracing that place they intervened to ascertain his problem while he was in the market. When this guy is silently walking, I was interrupting that he must be attended first. So please, leave my office. Nobody shouts in your office. You're living there. What I know, this is not Korean Corps, Nigerian soldiers that know this statement. Maybe repeated Boko Haram that was shipped to South.
So let me help you once again. Sorry, let me portray this point very clear. Here in our market, we have PCC. That's the first port of entry. You establish against them. After the judgment, if you are not comfortable, we have appeal. Go and put for appeal. If you are not comfortable, you have the office of the executive chairman. Come there, bring your matter, it must be resolved. But I'll tell you us here that any case that comes to my office personally must be attended to, and justice must prevail. I also have confidence, even the members of my PCC, that will be doing a very wonderful job. If they are not competent enough, I would have been having some shaking mind. But I know, I trust to some large extent that they are doing good. Thank you.
Okay, that should be all from the press conference from the
On behalf of my colleagues,
traders of LADIPO market, where they briefed the press about what happened and what they feel. They said they will follow up, try to look into how to get justice for their people, and for now they don't see the LADIPO market as a result of this situation. I won't come out from this place. I have a brief one more before I go leave this place completely.
bro, I did. Well, man.
So I finished listening to the traders of the market, and we're pulling out of the place where they do their press conference. I won't stay outside. Show now an aerial view of LADIPO market. According to the president, Mr. Wankwo, he talks say the LADIPO market now the biggest spare parts market in the whole West Africa. And now they don't shut them down because of this incident will happen. They on their own shut them down in order to try to commiserate with the families of people who lose person that yesterday, to identify with them and to protest what happened. I want to show now the area view. According to the chairman, the whole of LADIPO market is going to be shut down, at least for today, to protest what happened yesterday. As you can see, many of the sellers there around. This is now the largest spare parts market in the whole of West Africa, not just in Nigeria, and where this particular incident happened. The gates of the market, they completely shut as we speak. Let me zoom into the gate so that you confirm what I tell you. So this one, one of the gates of the market, and as you can see, is sealed. There is another one too. This one too, and that gate there, and it's also sealed. So they have so many units in the big LADIPO market, and all these units don't shut down for now to protest what happened yesterday. See this one too, this whole building, this yellow building. So now also another part of the market, and also that one too don't shut down. So this is the situation for LADIPO market. We don't confirm from the authorities for Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, say they bring in at least 3 people with gunshot wounds yesterday, and they don't stabilize those 3. That is to confirm, say, true shooting happened around here, and about 3 people were injured, and 1 person differently don't die from the situation. That's the situation we don't get from this area, and with the hell of fun I wouldn't deal with us since we begin this broadcast. I will continue to bring on more information as time unfolds. With the hell of fun. Bye.